Hello YouTube, it's Graphoniac here, coming to you live from the Moonlight server tonight. I have been very busy on the server this week. Last week I told you I spent a lot of time in creative. Well, this time I spent it in survival, doing lots of buildings, and I will show you all those buildings. But before we begin, I keep talking about how awesome this road looks at night, and I rarely show it in video because it's so dangerous. So I'm gonna do that now. Yeah, hopefully I'm still alive at the end. But let's have a look at my Road of Awesome in the dark. That's not eerie at all. We have the last installment that I did, the last Patreon installment, and I'm actually going to grab a little bit of road because I have a little bit of repair work to do. Creepers. Creepers, they be creeping. Okay, so here is the cafe and Dot's installation, which is my favorite, especially at night. I just excuse me, recording here. Do you mind? Thank you. And the cafe now has a name, which in a moment I'm going to try to pronounce. I've been trying all week. Café Schöne Aussichten. That's the best I've done all week. So I have a hard time with that CHT. I can't quite manage that sound. But I went ahead and there are gardens back there with some villagers in there, which is why the zombie conga line there. And I built some apartments here. The idea being hopefully that I get enough villagers back there to spawn some iron golems naturally and help protect them. But let's just have a look at the Road of Awesome while it's most awesome. This is from the back side. I tried to make it so that it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable walk regardless of which direction you come from. And ta-da, fixed. Take that, creeper. Watch, and two more will greet me on the other side of the tunnel. So yeah, each of these little installations look pretty good, just in general, but I've built them intentionally to look the best at night. I mean, this is the Moonlight server, after all, right? And I know that we've traveled this road so many times, so a lot of it's starting to look familiar, but we do have a few new faces in the crowd. And I finally fixed this. Had to replant trees and rebuild the bridge kind of from memory. But I'm going to sleep away the night because I don't want to work in spawn in the crazy scariness. And so now we go take a look at spawn, because I've built a thing or two there. Nothing has really changed in here. Just fixed the burned down bits. And you'll see you're coming up on the horizon in front of us. This unusual building. It's gonna be Dirtblock's home. I wanted to try something that looked like it belonged next to the green and purpley, as though the owner of the shop lived there in a really fancy house. And I wanted to do something that was, like I said, for Dirtblock. So it's going to be very cubist, but also a little bit different. So the glass center that you see is going to be a topiary. basically water features and landscaping and stuff, really organic and pretty on the inside. And then each of the rooms, you see, I kind of started mapping it out so that I could show you. Each of the rooms will be very square or rectangle, very cubish, and modern. So no straight lines. They're going to intersect each other, and they'll kind of stack their way down and spread out a little bit. So there's the apex, and it's going to stack its way down on either side, but only on the sides, more or less staying in line. Because here I'm going to build a roundish dome and a viewing platform of sorts. I haven't quite worked out the sunroom just yet, but I know that it's going to be a fairly large glass dome-esque type sunroom. So yeah, I'll be mimicking the same colors as the green and purpley so that it looks like it belongs here, but venturing into the pastels and, you know, like stone bricks and stuff. So that'll give me a little bit of leeway, but that's going to be Dirtblock's house. And the thing, there's a thing that I didn't show you along the Road of Awesome, and that is where I'm building the Loch Ness Monster out there, but I've only just cleared out some of the dirt. I haven't actually begun building Nessie because it's quite a daunting project. I'm hoping to have that for the next episode, but we'll see. So here's what I just finished, just moments before I started recording. I worked on the river here, brought the landscaping out from the Citadel, and this is the back side of my little spawn shop. Can't make it across. And it's a boat rental. Oh. I really like how it turned out. It's reminiscent of a place that I actually know. It doesn't look exactly like it, but it's reminiscent of a place, and that really quite amuses me. Hello, horse. I'm glad you think so. And here's the full-on view. Excuse me. Did you see that? Anyways, so here's the full-on view, and that tree is a little bit weird, but hey, it was a monster tree, and I might come back and shape it a little bit, but for now, at least I got a monster tree out of it. It's supposed to look kind of run down, because like I said, it's mimicking a place that I actually know. So, you know, these stairs are broken, and it's simple on the inside, but I do have life vests and some more boats and paddles. So yeah, that's that. Did a little bit more, you know, garden-y work, and the vines are still growing. But I don't know, I'm pretty pleased with it. Simple, kind of shoppy. They don't actually have to pay anything, because I don't expect the guys to actually, you know, rent a boat and ride down the river. I don't know, maybe they might. But I'm going to continue to better the river, make it prettier. This little section here needs some work. I was afraid to do too much to this side of the hill because that's Impulse's restaurant there, and I don't know how much terraforming he needs to do to finish that up. But I'm continuing to better the river a little bit at a time. But let's go to where I spent most of my time this week, and a good bit of time in stream. And you'll know by now whether I actually went through with it, but I'm very seriously considering calling this episode The Pain in the End, because I spent so much time on this thing that when I was done with it, the silverfish that had spawned and gone into the portal greeted me in the end, and there was like 30 or 40 of them. Noxious little critters. So yeah, we still need another hub, but that'll come in time. We're all kind of busy working on our end games and stuff, so there'll be a little bit of lag here, and I figured out why. There it is, and one more, and that's actually my fault. It's the wither skeleton farm here. As it loads, it kind of halts the game a little. It's alright. Prepare to be amazed. Ta-da! Silverfish in the floor. What? You're not even strikeable. What? Why are you guys doing that? Come on. Thank you. So as much as we intend to spend time in the end and likely risk our deaths, I figured it might be nice to have a nice looking spawn point set. And there are chests here. I could have labeled them, you know, Tango, Impulse, Graph, Zed, but I'm not going to because there's no pretty way to do that with this design. So Moonlighters, if you're watching, you could pick a chest and use it. Well, honor system, I guess. If you really want to put your name on it, go ahead. But 2 beds for the setting of spawn, plus a clock so you know whether you can actually sleep, and an ender chest, just in case you want to put your valuables there, or, you know, God forbid you should actually die and you need to get a hold of stuff. So yeah. I'm planning on doing it. We've got actually 2 end portals. I'm planning on doing the other room exactly like, but when I get to doing that, it's going to be literally exactly like, so there's no point in showing you that one too. But let's have a go. Oh, see? Why they insist on keeping the spawner, I don't know. Okay. Pain in the end. Indeed. I haven't done anything with Loompa lately. Apparently Fred's talking to the villagers. I have gone trading with them occasionally. But, let's do this first, and then show you a teaser of what's to come, because it's not nearly done, but I've started working on my end game. So, this is Tango's beacon, and Tango, you can take this and use it for your own personal at any time, or move it to the other side, or whatever. But, those are 4 fully functional, full beacons, full pyramid beacons. So they could do, well, of course, the game's gonna laugh in my face. There it goes. So we can do all 4 of them. You can do a separate one, or resistance, or jump, or whatever. But all 4 of them are fully functional and full beacons. That took a little while. And I don't know if you can see, but the particles. Oh, do I have my particles still full on? Yeah. Okay, good. Just added particles to it. I thought that was, you know, a nice little touch. And I'm all about those ender particles. And I'm hoping that I haven't actually heard back from him, but I'm hoping that Tango might put the dragon egg up there. Because last I heard, nobody's offered a suggestion of where to put it. We're just kind of keeping it in safekeeping for now. But, in creative, I've got one up there, and I think it looks pretty neat. We'll see what the guys think. And now for the somewhat big reveal. Graph's endgame. This pillar here is going to go away. But you might not be able to guess exactly what it is, but I will show you. I won't necessarily tell you because there's a lot to be worked out, but I've got the whole thing worked out in creative, just the shell of the game, and I've got 1 or 2 of the initial things worked out. I just need to finish the game. This is going to be a multi-week project, I know this. And also, that's a lot of glass. And I mean a lot of glass. So this is where it'll actually start. I'm working on whether I'm going to use a propulsion system or just a ladder or ender pearl elevator or what exactly to get you up there. But then you get up there and there'll be a platform and the game starts right up there. So I need to get, you know, decent signage and stuff. Probably will put like a rail here, a viewing platform, so that you can watch people die. I mean, play the game. So, yeah. I'm really quite pleased with how it's going. It's definitely not done yet. I have quite a lot of glass harvesting to do, but I don't know, I'm quite liking it. So that's going to be the end of my world tour for today. But next week we should have some further progress on Fred's Revenge and hopefully a monster in the sea. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Do want to give Zedaf's game a try though. I've tried it once and I did poorly. I mean really poorly. Really embarrassingly poorly, but I put my high score up. Up we go. We could build him some nice stairs or something. I bet it's squared off for a reason. Welcome to the Chop Drop. So we'll give this a go before we sign out. But looks like I'm the only one who's tried. See my face palm. Okay, gotta get the stuff out of the hotbar. That's where you return stuff. This is where you get your points. That's all cleared. Yep. Okay. Go ahead and eat my food. Give. Ah, where is it? No! So many buttons to push all at once. Jerk. That happens a lot, where I get up there and then it just does that. Come on. Where is it? Here we go. See? Like the piston just shoves it right out. I'm not throwing it hard enough. Can I throw it farther? Where is it? Okay, let's go slow and actually try to... I need to go farther than that. No, I actually will have to jump. That's inconvenient. Where'd it go? What? Zedaf, your game is hard! How is it that he has... I understand the concept. Why am I failing? So much fail. Maybe I need to change the binding of my drop key. Okay, I'm standing right there and I still didn't get it. I'm gonna stand right here. I've got to get it in one. One of these two. I didn't get any points. No, none. Okay. I got some last time. There it goes. One. Something about the timing of the... Oh, that was really weird timing. I think I'm throwing it into these stairs here. Take my pork chops, please! Please, just take them. I want to know, can I actually get them in without jumping? No. Really, just no. He must just run around with sprint key on. And since I use my sprint key also for my jump key, that's the problem. I think I need to, let's try options. Just for kicks and giggles. I still can't find the F key. Okay, well that was faster anyhow. Okay, I think the result of this is just that Graph really stinks at minigame playing. Like really just... I know that Minecraft minigames are the thing, but I stink at it! I got one. One. Wow. Such a shame. Much embarrassed. Take your pork chops back. Hey, I got the one in! I thought I got the one in. Oh well. So much for that. I still have a high score of 4. And on that terribly embarrassing note, I'm just gonna go build something. Bye guys, we'll see you next week. I see that creeper out there. Oh, and this one here. No, don't. Oh, well. Guess I'll be cleaning that up in a second. Doesn't matter. It's more fun to be had out here. There it goes. Yes. Oh, just one. This water's gonna be a pain to fix.